osmosis and reverse osmosis. So before starting the osmosis, we should know what is the osmosis process, right? So what is the osmosis process? As you see in the screen, we have pure solvent and solution. So left side we have the solvent in the container, and the right side we have the solution, and both the solution are connected by SPM, right? So what is the SPM? SPM is basically semi-permeable membrane. So this is the membrane which allow only the solvent particle. The solution particle cannot pass through SPM. So what is the osmosis? When the solvent particle moving from solvent to solution side through SPM, this type of solution, this process is called osmosis process. Clear? So when the solvent particle from solvent side to moving to solution side with the help of semi-permeable membrane, this process is called osmosis. Now the most important thing is why the solvent particle moving from solvent to solution side. So the solvent particle moving from solvent to solution side because the vapor pressure of solvent is greater than that of solution. The pressure of solvent is higher than that of solution. So due to the high pressure, the solvent is moving from solvent to solution side. Clear? So when the particles of solvent moving to solvent side in this way, this process is called osmosis. Right? So the movement of solvent particle from solvent side to solution side due to the difference in pressure between the solvent and solution is called osmosis. Now what happens? Let's suppose there is the pressure difference between this solvent and solution. So the pressure of solvent is greater than the pressure of solution. Right? So if we stop this process, which process? Osmosis process. So what happens? We can apply, because the pressure of solution is low and the pressure of solvent is high, so the solvent particle are moving from solvent to solution side. If you want to stop this process, so what happens? So you can apply the pressure toward the solution side. When we apply the pressure to the solution side, so what happens? The process of osmosis will be stopped. So this pressure which stop the process of osmosis is called osmotic pressure. This pressure is called osmotic pressure. So you know about the osmotic pressure. What is the osmotic pressure? This is the pressure applied to the solution side to stop the process of osmosis. Is it clear? Now what happened? The last case, this is very important. By the way, let's suppose if we apply the pressure greater than osmotic pressure to the solution side, if we apply pressure greater than osmotic pressure to the solution side. So if the pressure greater than osmotic pressure is applied to the solution side, so what happens? So the solvent particle from the solution side again move from solution to solvent, or when the solvent particle from solution to solvent moving from solution to solvent, so this phenomena is called reverse osmosis. The same phenomena will be used in RO. We are using the RO in home. So in the RO the same process will be happen. We apply the high pressure greater than osmotic pressure to the solution side. The water inside the tank in our house is solution, because there are different type of salt and different molecules, particles are present in this solution. So what happens if we apply the pressure greater than osmotic pressure to the solution side? So the solvent particle, only solvent particle, because the semi-permeable membrane only allowed the solvent particle. So this process is called reverse osmosis. Thank you. Clear?